I'm going to show you how to make soy sauce whole chicken directly in the rice cooker.
It's super convenient. Just drop in the marinated chicken, hit cook, and that's it. The result? Perfectly cooked chicken, juicy, tender, full of flavor, with beautiful caramelized onions. At the end of this video, I'll also show you how to cook jasmine rice in a pot. Start the day before. Pour boiling water over the chicken. It instantly tightens the skin, making it firmer and less likely to tear during cooking. Once drained, we'll do the marinade. In a small bowl, mix together 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing cooking wine, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of ground pepper. Stir until the sugar dissolves. Even though the soy sauce is salty, a little extra salt really brings out the flavors. Spread the marinade all over the chicken, making sure it's well coated. Also put 1 tablespoon of the sauce inside the cavity. Then place the chicken in a food-safe bag. Pour in the remaining marinade and seal it. Flip the bag a couple of times so the sauce reaches every part. Refrigerate overnight. The meat will become tender and flavorful. The next day, take the chicken out of the fridge. Slice 2 ounces of ginger. You'll need 3 spring onions and 1 regular onion. If your spring onions are smaller, use 2 onions instead. Cut the greens and tops into chunks and the onion into pieces. Now, take out the inner pot of your rice cooker and put in the onions, the spring onions, the ginger slices. Keep a few slices of ginger and some spring onion leaves aside. We'll stuff those into the chicken. These aromatics will release their juices and infuse the meat with flavor while it cooks. Remove the chicken from the marinade bag. Add the remaining ginger and spring onions inside the cavity. Then place the chicken on top of the vegetables in the rice cooker. And pour in all the remaining marinade. No need to add water. The onion juice and marinade are enough. Close the lid and cook for about 50 minutes. For a slightly larger chicken, up to 4 pounds, cook for 1 hour. If you don't have a rice cooker, you can use a pot with a tight lid. Just make sure there's no vent hole, or the steam will escape too fast and the chicken might burn. After 50 minutes, unplug the rice cooker and let the chicken rest for 15 minutes without opening the lid. This helps the meat relax and the juices redistribute evenly. While it rests, you could slice a bit of homemade kimchi. Its tangy and spicy flavor perfectly pairs with the soy braised chicken. After resting, take out the chicken and transfer it to a dish. And that's it! Your soy braised whole chicken is ready to impress. At the bottom of the cooker, you'll find a delicious sauce with melting onions and aromatic ginger. Scoop that out to serve alongside. Fluff up your jasmine rice. Serve it in bowls. The chicken is cooked just right. In China, we pay close attention to its cooking. It must remain tender and juicy. If it's overcooked, it becomes dry, and this ruins its texture. And drizzle the chicken with that rich cooking sauce. Also serve it with the onions and ginger. Bon appétit! The chicken is perfectly done, juicy, tender, and infused with that deep soy onion aroma. There's no added fat, just natural flavors. It's a simple and satisfying meal. This is a quick recap for success. Marinate the chicken overnight. Make a base layer with onion, ginger, and spring onions. Don't add water. The aromatics and sauce create enough water and steam. Cook it in a rice cooker, just like rice. Let it rest 15 minutes before serving. Here's how to cook the fragrant jasmine rice. For a traditional Chinese-style meal, plan about half a cup of rice per person. So for 4 servings, use 2 cups of rice. Rinse the rice 3 times to remove the starch. The rice will be less sticky and with the right texture. To rinse it, cover the rice with water, swirl it with your hand. The water becomes cloudy, pour it out. Repeat this 2 more times. Drain the rice well. Since the rice will absorb all the water while cooking, it's important to measure it precisely. For new crop rice, which is naturally softer, use just under 1/2 cup of water for every 1/2 cup of rice. For rice that's been stored for more than 6 months, use 1/2 cup of water per 1/2 cup of rice. So here, for 2 cups of rice, I'm adding 2 cups of water. Put a lid, heat over high heat to bring to a boil. After about 7 to 8 minutes, the water boils. Turn to low heat and continue cooking until the rice has absorbed all the water. This will take 7 to 8 more minutes. Turn off the heat and let rest for 15 minutes, still covered. During the whole process, don't stir the rice, don't lift the lid, and don't add anything. Before serving, fluff the rice gently. If you have leftovers, keep them in the fridge for 2 to 3 days and reheat them in the microwave. They'll still taste great. Thank you. See you at the next homemade dish.